Hi guys, my name is Sahil and welcome to my channel, and today we are going to talk about something super informative and super useful and exciting, which is how to buy the perfect fragrance. I'm going to try and give you all the possible tips that I know and which you can use to find that perfect scent and create that impression you always wanted to. Now before we begin the video, I just want to make a note that this video applies across the genders. So whether you're a man or a woman, it applies to you, so stick with it. I'm sure you'll find something very useful for yourself. Now the first thing I want to talk about is why fragrances are so important. I mean, at the top of the head, they make you smell good and hence you feel super confident. Also, fragrances help you project a personality, right? They show that you care for yourself and also that you care for others because you smell good. So actually, fragrances are a super important part of your personality. It's the last thing you put right before you step out to rule the world. So it really shows how much you care about yourself, how much you care about others, and how you want people to perceive you and how you perceive yourself, right? So the first tip is build a collection. Now, I don't mean go to any store and buy 10s and 20 perfumes all together. I mean create a collection step by step. So think about your day-to-day scenario, where you go, what's your lifestyle like, and that will help you pick your fragrances accordingly. Think about the different scenarios that you can use different fragrances in, and slowly and steadily build your wardrobe and build your collection. And I don't mean you should have one perfume across all these categories all of a sudden, one by one. But across these 5 categories is how I feel we should all have our perfumes. One is your everyday wear. These are neutral scents, for you go to work, you go to meet your friends. Now these neutral scents are the most versatile one. The second scenario will be for evenings. These scents are generally more warmer and more spicier. You can also switch up your fragrances based on the season, right? So right now it's a little wintry, even though in Bombay it's not as wintry, but it is still wintry relatively, right? So we would generally wear more warmer, more earthy, more woody fragrances. Whereas for summers we'll wear something more floral, more energetic, more fresh. And the fourth one is, let's say, for when you go on holidays or when you go on a date or for special occasions, right? Because fragrances are so important. They're even more recollectible than vision for that matter. You can really evoke memories based on fragrances, right? So maybe you want to save those 1 or 2 perfumes you wear only on special occasions. And the fifth one are the roll-on and the travel-on ones, right? You go to work, or you're in a flight, or you're in a bus, or you're anywhere, you just want to freshen up and just smell good all of a sudden. Maybe you're sticky or whatever, and you just take these small bottles and you just spray them on and just feel fresh all of a sudden. Even the roll-on ones, right? These are more like perfume balms which you can just use for your underarms on everyday basis and just like get rid of any reuse of perfume or a deo. Do your research. It is so important to research what notes you like and which notes you want to avoid. First, once you've started building your collection, do your research on the kind of notes you like. There are generally 4 notes: floral, fresh, earthy and woody, warm and spicy. And the second thing I want to talk about is fragrance notes, right? There are 3 fragrance notes. There are top notes, middle notes, and base notes. The top notes last from about 15 minutes to 120 minutes. The mid notes last about 30 minutes to 5 hours. And the base notes last from about 2 to 24 hours, right? So the top notes are the ones you're going to spray on your body and smell immediately. And you might not like that, or you may love it. But as and when time progresses and the mid and the base notes come, things may change. You may love the top note, but you may dislike the base note completely, or vice versa. Which brings me to say that it is very important that you don't pick a perfume just based on top notes, because as and when time progresses, you will really only then know if you really like the perfume or not. My third tip is decide and stick to a budget. Yes, it's true that the more you spend, generally, the better fragrance you'll get. Meaning to say, because the higher the price of a perfume, the more the perfume concentration and the fact that it will last longer. So you'll get better value for money in a way, but that does not mean that you have to spend that kind of money, right? To get a good perfume, you can be spending lesser money. And there are enough and more brands which give good quality perfumes at a much affordable price. Now, based on 100 ml generally, a low budget of 900 to 2000 will get you brands like Zara, Bath and Body Works, Body Shop. In the medium range of about 2,000 to 5,000, Bath and Body Works is also there, along with Calvin Klein and Davidoff, among so many others. And in the higher budget of 5,000 and above, it's YSL, it's Miyake, again Davidoff, Tom Ford. There's so many. In fact, let me know in the comments if you want me to do a budget perfume collection like under 2,000, which are the best perfumes under 2,000. Let me know in the comments, and I would love to do a video like that. Once you have a budget set, try and first buy the most versatile scent possible, because that scent is going to help you across various scenarios, and you haven't spent so much money, but you're getting much more usage out of that scent. Now, once you have kind of set the notes you like and the budget you have, you'll be able to go ahead and buy the type of fragrance you really want to buy. There are generally 5 kinds of perfume that you'll see in the market. One is Eau Fraiche, 2 Eau de Cologne, Eau de Toilette, Eau de Parfum, and finally Parfum. Now, from Eau Fraiche to Parfum, not only is the price different, the price keeps going higher as you go towards Parfum, but also the amount of perfume concentration in it, and hence why the price is more expensive. Which also means the higher the perfume concentration, the longer it will last. Eau Fraiche lasts from about 1 to 3 hours, while Parfum can last up to 24 hours. My next tip is samples and test drives. I love this part of buying a fragrance. All the perfume stores in the world will let you spray as many perfumes as you want on the tester paper. So I suggest you take a bunch of the ones you like, take them home, take them around, smell them for a little bit, let the base notes come in, and then decide which fragrance you really like. And by test drive, I mean like how you take a car for test drive, you run, you see how it's all working. Same with perfumes, right? I would generally apply perfumes at 4 parts, 2 of my wrist and 2 of my inner elbow. That's the max you should do. So go take a walk around the mall, ask your friends, ask your family, ask your loved ones, see for yourself which fragrance do you really like. Once the base notes and the mid notes hit, do you really like the perfume? And if you're still indecisive, you can go back to the store, smell them again, and then buy the perfume. Also, since you've come so long in the video, I would love to give you a pro tip. If you go to any perfume store and buy a perfume, you need to really buy a perfume for this, at least in my experience, you can ask for a lot of samples. So whenever I go with my father or I go with my mother and we buy a perfume, we ask for a lot of samples, right? So we generally get about 7-8 perfumes from Armani, from Prada, from LV, from Calvin Klein, a bunch of these things which will come to you for free. Brands really want to promote their perfume, so ask the shopkeeper or ask the person who's guiding you at the store to give you a bunch of free samples. My next tip is very important. Take your time. It is so important that you sit with a calm mind and decide. I know it sounds like a big purchase, it's not buying a house, yes, but it's perfume. It's going to define your personality, it's going to define your mood, it's going to reflect what a person you are. So it is very important that you buy the perfume you really like. So you don't have to spend that 5 grand or that 7 grand or even that those 2,000 rupees or that 1,000 rupees, right? Whatever amount you're spending, you don't want to spend into something impulsively and then not like it later. So unless you really decided on what perfume you really like, I suggest you take your time and then go buy a perfume. My last point is pick what suits you. It's great to take opinions from your friends, from your family, from your loved ones, your girlfriend, your boyfriend, anyone, your brother, your sister, anyone. But at the end of the day, you have to wear that perfume, you have to wear that scent, you have to wear that fragrance. So at the end of the day, pick what you really want and what you think will suit you. And since you've come so long in the video and we're almost about to get over, I want to quickly talk about the right application of perfume. I'm going to give you a very few key tips of how to apply the perfume. If you really want to know the whole guide, come and follow me on Instagram, where I'll be putting in IGTV videos super soon of what are the right ways, a complete guide to applying the perfume the correct way. The first thing is, if you spray it on your wrist, do not rub it. The composition and the molecules of the perfume generally get destroyed, so the scent will also get destroyed. The second thing is apply on your pulse points. Now, what are the pulse points? Like I said, come and follow me on Instagram and we'll do an entire guide of the correct way to apply the perfume. So that's it from me, guys. I hope you found it super informative and useful. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Also, let me know in the comments what you liked, and if you any tips I missed out and you follow, also share it with your friends. Check out my last video here, subscribe here, and I will see you guys soon. Bye.